Hey guys, one of the things we've been trying to do as we continue with our online services is shorten the sermons because we recognize that, just all of us have a shorter attention span online. But there were some things that I cut this week that I just wanted to offer for anybody who would be interested because, of course, there's so much more in this passage than we could ever talk about in one message. But just a couple things that I think might be worth saying as it relates to this specific sermon. Because we were talking about my identity in Jesus frees me to be a blessing. And there's something in Genesis 12:3 that I didn't say, that I cut, that I wanted to point out to you. In Genesis 12:3, the first part of it is, I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. And the Lord was saying that he would be the one who would defend Abram. And I think as we think about putting our identity in Jesus and being freed to bless others, it's important for us to see the Lord as our defender. That the reason I can bless even when I'm cursed is I trust that the Lord will make things right either in this life or in the life to come. And seeing that God will be our defender will be a part of freeing us in Jesus. See, having our identity in Jesus doesn't just mean forgiveness and go to heaven, which you don't even really go to heaven, we go to the new earth. Eventually, the end goal for followers of Jesus is the new creation, the new heavens and the new earth. But it's not just that. There's so much more. And a part of it is that you can trust God to act on your behalf. And the reason that's so important is that as we place our identity in Jesus and seek to bless others, it's not just people who will come against us. It's literally the spiritual forces of wickedness. Satan will come against you as you seek to bless others in Jesus' name. And I want us to see this powerful idea where God promised Abram, I will bless those who bless you, and whoever curses you, I will curse. In other words, I will defend you, and he will still defend you today. That was the first thing. The bottom line from the message was my identity in Jesus frees me to be a blessing. Now, I imagined, and I had to cut this for time, but I imagined some of you hearing that and thinking that I meant that we all needed to agree on everything and that there's only one point of view for Christians, and that is not what I meant. I do not think that all Christians are going to vote the same way or protest the same way or do the same things or believe the same things. I do not think that. I do not think that would be healthy. I love that in our church we have Democrats and Republicans. I love that in our church we have people on all different aspects of different issues. I think that is good and healthy as our identity is in Jesus. But let me ask you a question. How do you know that whatever your position is, you are being a blessing? How do you know that if whatever your position might be, you are being a blessing? Let me tell you, because you don't have to wonder. You can know that you are being a blessing when you are exhibiting the fruit of the Spirit in all of your interactions. The fruit of the Spirit from Galatians chapter 5. Again, the Apostle Paul wrote this, but the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things, there can be no law. So, let's take a really hot button issue these days. Since this is the after party, you can watch it or not watch it. Let's take this issue. Defunding the police. There are Christians who believe that we need to defund the police, and by that, most of them don't mean get rid of the police. They mean remove money from the police departments and give it to other different societal things that would benefit society, educational programs and after-school programs. Let's take money from the police and fund these other social programs. That's defunding the police. And there are followers of Jesus who say, we don't need to defund the police. We need to increase funding to the police because police need better training. They need better pay so we can have a higher caliber person. They need the opportunity to have more days off. We need to increase funding for the police. People love Jesus, both sides of the issue. You will know that you have put your identity in Jesus and that you are able to be a blessing when you can discuss this or any issue with a spirit of love and joy and peace and patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. gentleness. When we can discuss any issue with the fruit of the Spirit, we are able to be a blessing even when we disagree with people. But unfortunately, followers of Jesus are often not known for being a blessing, not because of what we believe, black and white, but because we lack the fruit of the Spirit. So I will know that I have placed my identity in Jesus when I am able to exhibit the fruit of the Spirit, especially to people who disagree with me. Because I believe I can disagree with you and still be a blessing to you as a person. Okay, I could keep going, but I'm going to wrap this up. That's sort of the rest of the story for this week. We'll pop this in and out as it happens. But till then, put your identity, your hope in Jesus, and let's look for ways to be a blessing.